Hi there, welcome back to our channel. Hi, I am Claire, I am 17.
Hi, I'm Walker, I'm 14.
And we react to stuff. Walker, what are we reacting to today?
We're reacting to Tears in Heaven by Eric Clapton.
Yes. And we just watched a whole informational video about what this song is about. And quick summary, if you don't know, this song was written by Eric Clapton.
I just said that.
And was it in William Jennings? Was that right? And another dude about Clapton's 4-year-old son who fell out of a 53rd story apartment bedroom window and onto a 4-story building and died. So
But it felt like 49 floors.
Yep, 49 floors. So it's really sad.
You know my name. If I saw you in heaven, would it be the same? If I saw you in heaven, I must be strong. Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Would you help me stand?
I like the mix of instruments in this.
I'll find my
Very eclectic. I like this build up. Nice.
There's peace, I'm sure, and I know there'll be no more tears in heaven. Would you know my name?
There's some repetition. I have a feeling this is acting as like a conclusive repetition. I could be wrong.
If I saw you in heaven, I must be strong.
was conclusive repetition. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and start off with saying that we're going to have to break the song into two different parts. We're going to have to break it up into the like logistic, analysis of the song itself, and then we're going to break down the emotional and, the emotional quality of the song. So I say let's just go ahead and start with the logistics like we usually do. Walker, why don't you start us off?
I think that was a trombone that was in there.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't paying that close attention. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure it was. Or some sort of trumpet. That
Some
was...
kind of horn.
Yeah. It was a brass instrument, most likely. That was interesting, and... obviously, any, electric guitar probably wouldn't be appropriate for the song, so...
Yeah, it was definitely more
good that he used
acoustic.
Yeah, it's,
Unless it had been, Eddie Van Halen style, not doing, a typical, guitar. If it were more like a stylistic embellishment, you could say, with the guitar, because he can do lots of interesting noises, so... In that case, electric guitar would be fun, but this is not a rock out song. That's would be disrespectful. So.
And this song was easy to follow because there weren't many lyrics. Not saying that's a bad thing at all, because he won 6 Grammys.
He won so many awards for this.
In, what was it, 94?
I don't know.
And you don't really, was the string instrument just an acoustic guitar?
I don't know. I wasn't really listening.
Kind of sound like a flamingo guitar.
Oh, flamenco?
I said flamenco.
You said flamingo.
Shut up. I got some misinformation.
From who?
Doesn't matter.
As soon as the song started, I thought that it sounded like it was written for a child. If you listen to just any kids TV show that has songs in it, or any of those kid toys that make sounds like that, usually the music accompanying it is very I don't want to say crude. It's very cheery, and many different instruments. Usually a little high-pitched kind of bell, which was present. I don't know if it was a bell, but the little high-pitched bell-like sound was there. Just very textured songs with lots of different instruments that are they're not as blended. They stand out as an individual sound. And that reminded me of children's music, and which would be appropriate because this song was written for a 4-year-old boy. So I think that was probably a strategic and conscious move by Eric Clapton. And I also noticed what you said about how there weren't many lyrics. I did, to kind of bounce off of that, I agree there weren't a whole lot of lyrics, and the lyrics were simple. So if a child were listening to it, because this was written speaking directly to Conner Clapton. So these are words that 4-year-old Conner would have understood and been able to respond to. So that simplicity, also another conscious move, I believe.
I remember when I first, right when it started, it reminded me if you walk in to a village in Legend of Zelda.
You're right. I think we've established that not a lot of our viewers played Legend of Zelda.
If you are an avid gamer, you will understand.
You don't even have to be an avid gamer. I'm not an avid gamer.
Whatever. If
I
you
just love
play
Legend
Legend of Zelda, like Ocarina of Time,
or just any video
and you
game.
go into Kakariko Village, it kind of reminds me of that.
Okay, so I think we can go ahead and transition into our emotional analysis of the song and kind of more into like the lyrics and the meaning. Walker, why don't you start us off with that as well?
So, I was sad pretty much the whole time. And like when like that background story video that we watched, that made me sad.
Yeah, and they didn't even beat around the bush. They're like, yeah, so he fell out of a building, and I was like, what?
This was Claire's face.
Yeah, I was just like, I knew we were gonna watch an information video. I just didn't know they were just gonna come right out and be like, yeah, so this kid fell out of a building and died. I wasn't emotionally, I wasn't mentally ready for that in any way, shape,
I was over there, and I heard the dad say it was gonna be a sad.
Yeah, I heard you say emotional video.
I was like, so maybe someone died of like a sickness or something. Nope, he fell out of a building.
I didn't think it was gonna be a little kid either. Just looking at this song as a whole, it's very, very wholesome. And you know, it's like he's having a conversation with his kid, and it has a lot of just a longing tone of Eric Clapton wanting and longing to be with his son, but also knowing that it can't be. If he's referring to like the Christian heaven, then he knows that he can't be there right now. I mean, you can't go to heaven if you're alive. I'm pretty sure that's how it is in most religions. There was also just, I guess that's more analytical. I'm going to throw in that I liked the repetition of the beginning and the end. It's very conclusive and well-rounded. Kind of like he was giving a speech. And you start with it, or an essay, or any kind of situation, where you start. Well, poems will always start the way they started, but an essay or a speech, and where you start with the introduction, the end, the conclusion, and they say the exact same thing, but you just use different words. But he didn't use different words. He just started and ended it, and I think that was both strategic and artistic. But trying to think of the other emotional aspect. I couldn't help but imagine our sister's 5, just if this tragedy, had happened to her,
They did film a video when she was 4, so if you want to check out that video and watch.
Oh yeah, if you want to see our little sister, we have a video from last year where she and her little brother filled in for us while we were at summer camp. So that's really cute. If you want to see something cute and see what our siblings look like, you can go.
They're all 1 year older now.
Were there any lyrics that stood out to you?
Well, I got kind of confused when he said, "Could you help me stand?" Like all I could picture in my mind when he said that was a little 4-year-old boy shoving up like a big man in heaven.
Yeah, no, I think what it was supposed to be more, it's like emotional,
like
standing. Like he, his emotional state would be leaps and bounds improved if he had his little boy there with him in the flesh and alive. So I think that was more what he was getting at. I will say I liked the parts where it said there are no tears in heaven, and where it said I don't remember what the words were exactly, but there's peace, I'm sure, or something regarding to just the perfection of heaven. In the Bible, it clearly states that heaven is perfect and that there is no negativity at all, no tears, no sadness, no anger, no sin. And then, of course, peace being something positive, that would be there too. So I just liked that connection. I don't know if he is Christian, but in his descriptions of heaven, they were accurate. So I liked that, and it kind of just had a message of hope, you know, for those who do go to heaven. You know, even though they're not here now in our world, you know, they're somewhere peaceful and like the most ultimate comfort one can feel, you know.
So when he does die, I'm sure a lot of people will be sad, but I for one will be pretty happy for him.
So that is our analysis on, is it No Tears in Heaven? Tears in Heaven? Tears in Heaven? I'm so sorry, I went and forgot the title. I think it's
Tears in Heaven.
Yeah, it's Tears in Heaven. Like it if you liked it.
Subscribe it if you subscribed it.
And we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Bye!